The Monster Hunter Wilds beta has been a whirlwind of different experiences, and a lot of people have many different feelings about the beta and Wilds as a whole. The facts are in. The beta ran poorly on a lot of systems, and even with more consistent performance on the console side, you still had to pick your poison with 1080p 30 FPS or sell your soul and drop down to basically 720p for an extra 10 to 15 FPS. Another fact, however, is that this is a beta, an older build pushed out to us to stress test the servers and fish out bugs and various other problems. Sure, the Monster Hunter team does not have much time before launch, but we have not seen the actual build of the game that we will be playing, a build that the devs have been working on while leaving us with this stand-in. Of course, I am not telling you to be optimistic. There have been multiple launches in recent memory for Monster Hunter and its expansions that do not inspire the utmost confidence in me that this launch will be perfect. Capcom is capable of making mistakes, and with a glaringly horrible experience all around for a large portion of people that bought Dragon's Dogma 2, it seems that the RE engine is not as much of a miracle worker as we thought. The beta was an overall good experience for the community as a trial run for crossplay multiplayer in Monster Hunter. No longer will we be divided as a community. We got to test all the weapons and engage with many different mechanics, like the traversal and cooking. It was a good sneak preview into the ambitious title that many of us have been waiting patiently for. Now don't get me wrong, this beta was not all sunshine and roses for me. Besides performance woes that could possibly be alleviated by the time of the full release, I have a few criticisms of the game's multiplayer experience as a whole. I understand these things are subject to change, but just in case they don't, I will be addressing my issues regardless. Number one is a nitpick. Why in the world did they make it to where you cannot flinch your friends during the post-hunt countdown? That is such a weird design choice, as the fix previously for trolling people that were carving was to just make you unflinching to other players while you are carving. Yes, you can start flinching and launching your teammates again once the countdown stops and the quest completes, but what about our immediate post-hunt free-for-all tradition? You guys know what I'm talking about. You slay the beast, you get your carves, and then you have a standoff until someone makes a move, and then all hell breaks loose as you all try to launch each other. Making you wait for a timer to end kind of takes the fun spontaneity out of the little rounds of Street Fighter your squad participates in. Critique number two, however, is a legitimate concern for multiplayer as a whole. We already have to jump through hoops to play with friends the way the system worked in the beta. You have to enter the same 100-player lobby, then you have to enter the link squad with another invite. Then if you want to roam the map together, you have to make an environment link invite. All of this just to be able to roam the map with your squad. You can then begin a quest by either selecting a monster on the map and beginning the quest that way, or by whacking a monster for a bit and getting a quest started that way. Oh, you killed Raid Owl, but you want to farm the Mighty Thunder Cannon again? Sweet, it's easy. Alma, your mobile quest board, is right there. All you have to do is post the optional, and boom, just as seamless as it was luring monsters in Monster Hunter World Iceborne Guiding Lands, it makes one of the monsters leave the map as the monster you are now hunting enters. Sounds smooth, right? Right? That is not how it happens. You must disband the environment link and then auto sends you back to base camp. From here, you can post the optional and start the quest and then wait for your link members to join. But that's multiple extra steps and some loading screens peppered in. And then you can go hunting again. This is some FromSoft levels of hoop jumping to just be able to embark on quests with your crew. And not to mention, when you complete a quest from the quest board, it automatically sends you back to base camp out of an environment link. So if you wanted to stay in the field with your team post-hunt, instead, you would have to be auto-transported back to camp and resend the environment link requests. Oh, and that reminds me. You remember that whole thing I made about not being able to flinch or launch your teammates during the post-hunt countdown? Well, guess what? You join a quest through the quest board, you're not going to be able to do that before you get sent back, which means there's not going to be a free-for-all, even if you wait for the timer to end. All of this wouldn't be so jarring if we weren't already able to begin quest after quest seamlessly in the environment link with your party. Even Alma restocking you on the go makes it even more seamless. It also wouldn't be so frustrating if we did not already have an elegant solution as demonstrated in Monster Hunter World Iceborne with the lure system in the Guiding Lands. I get it. Maybe this is for the sake of multi-monster quests and it being too much to replace too many monsters at one time on the map. Maybe there is some environment-based setup for specific monsters that require a dedicated load time to change the map properly. We don't know. I'm merely spitballing some possible reasons. I hope there is some way to smoothen the process. Going from seamless to extra loading screens and hoops back to seamless is just whiplash inducing. But hey, if there is good reasoning, then I look forward to seeing it. Who knows? Maybe this won't even be an issue at launch, but that is a big maybe. If these hoops remain and there is no actual justification, then I will go to the Windward Plains myself and cart every baby sacred I see. I'll do it, Capcom.
I've got dinner ready. Let him cook.